Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Nick.
And we're going to get back to work on this. My apologies for the last video. A, it's long. B, like usual, I messed up building a short block again, but as you can see, we've got it back together. A, B, C, I don't know. I also, when I dropped that camera, at some point I smudged the lens on that camera. That's one thing I'm going to check from now on out, is to make certain that my lenses are both clean and clear. And now we're going to get to work on putting in the oil pump, which is a flat cam oil pump for a full flow, because I full flowed this engine case. I did it by hand, no machine shop, no fancy drill presses, no CNC machines. I just did it by hand. I ground down the case, drilled out the plug, pulled out the plug, drilled out the port, tapped the port, and now I can put in a oil fitting for our return line from our oil pump, which is what we're going to put in now. We've got an oil pump gasket in place with some gasket cinch. When we realized that our oil pump thickness plus our cover thickness doesn't allow us to get on a nut. So we're going to remedy that right now by backing our studs out ever so slightly. Two 13 millimeters.
Yep, that's good.
Let's just go on with an eye lock, because I know that's a 13. That guy there. And tighten this guy onto it. And then back that stud out a little bit. Alright. And that should be ample enough.
Boom. Yeah. Looks basically even.
Alright. Good, good. Alright. We got 3 nuts ready to go back in. The gasket cinch. Still tacky enough. Yep. Oh, I just sprayed this down with brake cleaner, so my hands are icky and sticky and whatnot.
And brake cleaner.
Yeah.
Clean as brakes.
And we'll just rock it.
That is how I do it. I just put force on it and then
don't. Just rock it. There we go. Beautiful. All right.
Gears.
You want gears?
Yeah. Give me all the gears. That does look like a gear, so it should be right there. There we go.
Lined up with the cam. And what's that dot for on there?
To make sure that it goes out.
You can see the dots. That's all that matters. Very thin coat of gasket cinch. I'll put this on because it's extra sticky. Do you want to give a shot of assembly lube inside those gears?
Oh yeah, sure.
Pump cover in place.
Put it down.
Frost washer again, as long as it's not on that one. All right, 168 inch-pounds / 170 inch-pounds.
Well, what is the max torque? Make sure all the others. Wait, should I do the top ones now?
14,
Yeah.
14, 14, and then.
So it's all 170 then?
Yep. Then you're gonna need that for that bottom one as well. You got that? Good. 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 It's 5:10. We really don't have time to get into the cylinders tonight, so we'll have to leave those for another night.
Need to get ready to go.
Bubble stirred. So that took longer than planned. Didn't quite go as planned, but we've got outlet, inlet. Some of that assembly lube just being ooey and gooey down here on the bottom. The oil change gasket kit should be in here some way. Right there. We've got our O-rings, steel factory steel. We've got our push rod tube seals. We're going to need those in a little bit. We're going to use one gasket. Lots of good old gasket cinch. Like so. Slap that on there.
Oh yeah.
We are not going to run a screen because we are running an external filter. The oil goes from here straight to here, and then from here we go straight to our filter. We're not going to put any restriction between here and here in our filter, external filter. So we are not running a screen. Done a little bit of research on this. One of the godfathers of Volkswagen performance, Gene Berg, his recommendation was to not run a screen. So I am not going to run a screen. Pull it off, now pull it in.
Okay.
Push it on, and then put those on the studs. Now, I don't believe I have any cap nuts here, so we're going to run 6mm nylon. Some plate screen that's 5 foot-pounds, 5 times 12, 60. Tighten those up. Oil drain plug is 25 foot-pounds.
And that's what?
What? 25 times 12? Should be easy.
25 times 12? If it's so easy, then what is it?
Well, what's 4 times 25?
100.
And how many times does 4 go into 12?
Oh yeah, 300.
There you go. See, he told you it was easy. You just didn't think about it.
Oh.
There you go. Boom. So that's all good to go.
Which means now we just have the top end to do, huh?
On that note, pull off all the torque on the wrench.
I mean, this is basically where the other engine was at, huh?
Yep, more or less. I got our flywheel O-ring in. I got a rear main seal in after putting in the flywheel shields up to 86 thousandths or thereabouts. Regardless, my end play is hearable, but not seeable.
Yeah, which is good.
So that's exactly what we're looking for. So this engine is ready for pistons and cylinders and the rest of the top end. But that'll be another night. Later, guys. Now, we are at top dead center, number 3.
Bye-bye rubber bands. Do not drop those in the engine.
Nah, that'd be kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
I measured the deck height at 60 thousandths, and with 60 thousandths shims, this shim is 60 thousandths thick. That will increase our deck height, so the cylinder won't stick up quite as far. With our 34cc combustion chambers, we should have 8.7 to 1 compression ratio.
Which is
Pretty high. Now I do have our piston ring gaps set. I do have the ring position. I have them all clocked already.
Because we've already gone through all that in.
Yeah, we've done that already in other videos, so
Probably
no need to do that again.
Videos.
Everyone knows my favorite gunk.
The stinky skunk stuff.
The skinky skunk scuff. Yep. Just a nice, good bead all around. You know what? I'm going to do this one and then I'll let you do the rest. Now the hard part is just making sure that shim doesn't come out.
I mean, it probably shouldn't because all the stick tar thin stuff.
I think we're going to be good. Alright, I'm going to be your assistant if you want to.
Let's rotate this a bit more straight, just so
It's straight up and down top dead center. You want to drop that down in.
Nope, not low enough yet. Oh, a bit further. About there.
Okay. Feel around for it. You might have to twist the piston a little bit.
I think it's. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Push it on home. Snap ring pliers. And these are slightly different snap ring.
Yeah, it's a bit harder with these ones. Seems like. Oh, did I get it? Maybe.
And you can just grab that hook with the end of a screwdriver and make sure it spins around.
Looks like it spins, huh?
Yep.
Wiggle number 3 on. Huh.
Square that in the case.
And plop.
Drop it in. And with those shims,
it makes it good compression, huh? And not super off.
Not super high. So we've got a good amount of clearance there. These cylinders are already oiled up. However, I just dropped some debris in there. I'll get that out of there.
It'll just go.
It'll just get blown out the exhaust port.
Yeah.
Arrow is pointing towards the flywheel.
So now, number 4.
Yep.
And that was right.
They're over there. They're marked.
Yep. So put this one in now. So should I start putting the stuff on?
Yep. Be careful. Do it over the cylinder. That way you don't drop it in.
There we go. That looks right, I think. Oh, I'll take out the rubber bands first.
That might help.
Probably don't. Can you rotate number 4?
I sure can.
Thank you. There we go.
Oh, we lost that shim. There we go.
Up a bit. Maybe about right there. Oh, felt it. There we go. Yep.
Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
these things are a pain in the butt. I prefer the other ones better. You know, these things would have made working on that leaf blower way easier. This little tool right here, because I just had to use a couple screwdrivers to pry it in, basically. Yeah, the thingy thing fell down again.
Alright, well, put it back up.
Can't tell if this is in or not. I mean, I also can't spin it.
Let me see. Yeah, it's in.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure that all of your studs are lining up with the cylinder as you tap. Otherwise, you can be tapping all day. You're not going to go nowhere because it's going to be stuck on a stud.
There we go. Yeah, it's a bit high over here.
Yeah, it's a bit hot everywhere.
Now it's better.
We use a plastic hammer because we don't want to dent or scratch our cast iron sleeve. All right, before we do anything else, what are we going to do?
Head? Oh, wait, no. The tin.
Deflect tin. Like so. There we go.
Is there deflect tins on the 6.7?
There's the original deflect tin, which is the center only. This is the heater shroud, which comes around the back side as well.
Make sure it's all in there. Huh. And now, tubes?
We might need to safety wire those in later,
Okay.
but good thing is this is an off-road car.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That's now in. That should hold everything
good.
better.
Here. Now
Yeah.
push rod tubes
Yeah.
and the seals.
2,
So you
3,
need
4.
8 for this side, right?
Yep. Roll the seals on. Don't have to put them in place yet.
Yeah, I know. It's just somewhere to put them. We didn't clean these either.
What?
We didn't clean these, did we?
Nope. I will give them a shot with some brake cleaner in a moment.
There you go.
Our push rod tubes cleaned up. Or I'm sorry. Our
Push
push
rods.
rods cleaned up nicely. Just blow these out real quick. Just do a little bit of assembly lube. And those you got to set in place because we've got to put the icky stickies on the end of them.
Well, we also need to clean them.
Oh yeah. All right. So guess what? I'm gonna leave those out there. Then.
There you go. Huh.
These go in which way?
With the lines facing up, because oil actually
Can
follows.
seep through the weld.
Yeah, and also follows the laws of gravity.
Oil does go down. It goes down, down, down.
We're almost out
Look
of
a little
the
bit better.
sticky. Plus, my hands are becoming a sticky mess by doing all this.
Hopefully these aluminum push rods hold up. They are original German, so hopefully they'll be all right. But those are dual valve springs in those heads, so they might be a little tough on this bad puppy. But at this point, they're about ready to go.
The 3-4 head.
Yep.
Wait, so it's dual, so that means that there's 2?
There's 2 springs per valve.
Okay, bring them back towards me.
Burger, Nathan.
Okay, 1 second.
All right, so inside, outside.
Alright. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3,
And my
4.
chart was for 8mm studs, not 10mm studs. So guess what? We've got to bump these up from 18 foot-pounds to 23 foot-pounds. We also got to do the same thing in your engine, but you do all that when you retorque the heads anyway. So
Wait, are both of these 10s?
those engines are 10mm studs as well.
Oh, yeah.
The engine outside's 8mm. Go ahead, let's get in there.
There.
Now, paper towels and stuff our intake ports. So we're getting that in there.
Now.
We've got our brand used,
Push rods.
cleaned and oiled push rods. Well, cleaned anyway. We'll just oil them up as you drop it in. Squirt some oil on the top side.
Just like
Yep.
that.
Drop your brand used rocker assembly in there. But we're not going to tighten these because before we start this thing for the first time, we're going to run it without the rockers in place.
What? How?
We're going to start it and let the oil get everywhere
Uh-huh.
because this will take the load off the cam
Oh, yeah?
and let oil get everywhere beforehand. So with that, let's put those on down to the nylocks. This side,
It is basically done.
yeah.
Wait.
For now, let's get this side
done, huh?
protected. Yep. All right, snap
I
that
mean,
on.
it's just that thing.
Off-road style. They weld a washer here, so you can put a zip tie here to prevent that from coming off. And they're vented. Vents point toward the front of the car. This side is done, dude. Spin her over. Let's do the other side. Slap into the valve
that's a
cover.
long block.
Yeah, that's a long block. So Nathan, we've got your first long block that you built. Crank
From the
out to valve covers. This is your first build. We'll get this turned into a turnkey engine probably over the course of this coming week, nights after work. And maybe by Easter weekend, this will be ready to put in the car, or back in the sand rail rather. Well, I can't say back into the sand rail. It came out of the Baja Bug. It's going to go from the Baja Bug into the sand rail.
And the engine that we got with the sand rail, but not in the sand rail, is in my car.
Is in the Baja Bug and running. So yeah, we'll get this engine, we'll get all the accessories and everything else put on it, turn this into a turnkey engine, and we'll get it prepped to fire up for the first time as a freshly rebuilt engine. And on that note, this video is done. And this long block is done. So with that, life's full of good people.
If you can't find one,
Be one. Later, guys.